Hey everybody, this is Schey Insider episode number 2. I'm here with Greg Scott, the Schey Sales Center Director of Partnerships. How are you doing, Greg?
Great, Cole. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, no problem. My pleasure. So can you tell me a little bit about your journey in the Schey Sales Center?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was a student of the Schey Sales Center. I transferred to Ohio University in 2014 and joined immediately after. It was the spring semester of my sophomore year. I saw a lot of opportunity within the program and decided to join. Was able to get involved into leadership shortly thereafter. Went out and got on to CAC, so that's our Candidate Advisory Council. Was a director on that my junior year, and then ultimately was chair of the program my senior year with Stevenson Swan. So it was a lot of learning, a lot of fun as a student. From there, I was actually hired on by the College of Business to build out executive education up in Dublin. From that point, Allie Stalter, who was our previous director of partnerships, took a different position. She's still involved on our alumni board, so hi, Allie. And this role opened up within our director of partnerships. So I joined. It would have been about last July, and have been in the role ever since, and loving it every day.
Yeah, it's awesome to work with you. It's really unique that we've had the past 2 director of partnerships were students. And I think that's a really cool perspective to have, just having the background as a student to find out kind of what we're looking for. So with that being said, as director of partnerships, what do you look for in our partners?
That's a great question. So I think there's a couple aspects for our partners. One of the biggest things, in all honesty, for me, it's first, second, always in terms of on my mind. Is it a good place for students, right?
Yeah.
Is it a good experience? Are they going to provide a learning outcome that's positive, that's a good experience, whether you're going there for a full-time position, starting your career, or going there for an internship? To me, I think there are so many different companies, opportunities out there. I don't pigeonhole in terms of a specific type of opportunity. It's really more about, is this a place where I can see students being interested and involved, and it's one of the reasons we bring students into that process. A lot of the time, for new partners, we'll have students interview alongside. So it's an important aspect, I think, in terms of the program, having that student voice always, and something that I really enjoy, having been a student in the program.
Yeah. So Monday is our fall career fair. It's one of the
Yes,
biggest events, one of the craziest events that we have all year long. So we have 48 corporate partners now?
Yeah, thereabouts. Yep.
So we will have probably 30 or 40 of them there, as well as 500 to 600 Schey students. So it's going to be a very crowded, very busy event.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the significance of the career fair in general, but the fall career fair as well?
Sure, absolutely. So it's definitely, I think, our premier recruiting event for the entire academic year, just because so many students are still in the market, right? Yeah. The seniors are still looking for full-time positions. The juniors are looking for that internship, hopefully to lead into a full-time position. We have 100 new hires in the program, all really excited to be involved in it.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of planning goes into it, so really excited to see it executed. In terms of, from a career fair, just the impact as a whole that it has on the program, I mean, it's massive. It really sets up, I think, the program for success in terms of students finding those opportunities, developing those relationships, building on those relationships. We've seen quite a bit in terms of, offers and just that interview recruiting process speed up, right? It's really accelerated over the last, from when I was a student, new hire in the program, 2014 to now. I think it's become more and more important to move up that recruitment process into the
definitely.
fall, because it's competitive out there for good talent, which is a good thing for everyone.
Awesome. Yeah, I agree. Everybody's excited about it, and a lot of the new hires, as you said, are out there hungry, trying to get those jobs taken care of. So you've also taken over as the coach of our sales competition team, the Sales Cats, which a number of people in leadership and other people in the program are a part of. Yeah. So what are you excited about for this upcoming season?
Man, it's jam-packed. First and foremost, we're going to 4 different competitions. The first 2 rounds of competitions are actually starting next week. So it's going to be a busy week in the Schey. We got career fair, interview day, and then 2 competitions happening as well. I'm thrilled to be able to take over and kind of continue to shepherd the program. Jess Ogilvie had a massive impact on the program in that sense, and really I view this as just a continuation to build onto that foundation that she was able to lay for us. I'm really excited for, we've got We're competing in an AT&T sales competition, a Schlumberger sales competition, the Great Northwoods sales warm-up, which is at University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire.
Yep.
And then ICSC to wrap us out for the semester down in Florida. That's the International Collegiate Sales Competition. So it's going to be a busy semester, but I think our sales cats are ready, and I'm excited to see them compete.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things that I'm involved in the program. I think beyond the competition aspect, just learning how to truly sell things has been really beneficial in my internships and interviews and things like that. So to all the new people in the program, definitely get involved in Sales Cats. There's our weekly shameless plug for you. And
it is Tuesday, 6 p.m., Copeland 633, and Wednesday, 6 p.m., Copeland 205.
Be there, be square. So we just hired 100 new hires and 19 prospects. So each fall and spring we have a new group of students. And I think an important part of the future success of the program is establishing what we're looking for and what are some good qualities and work habits that are going to make you successful in the program and in the workforce. So could you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, the career fairs are massively important to my role, but in all honesty, the recruitment is more so, right? Because if we don't have the caliber of talent our partners are expecting, they're not going to come back. And at the end of the day, for me as an alumni of the program, I'm very, very passionate about expanding the opportunities that we can offer to students. I'm really excited for the 100 new hires that just got accepted, the 19 prospects. I think they're joining the program at such a high. I'm excited to continue to build on that. In terms of the students, though, right, what we're looking for, I think Dr. Rapp, our executive director, puts it best when he says it's talent versus commitment, right? Having some of that talent, great, really important.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, for us, it's all about commitment, right? If you can bring in a committed attitude, an attitude where it's never say no, you just continue working, continue trying, continue progressing. I think that's really what we're looking for. My own journey within the Schey wasn't. It wasn't a smooth, straight line. There were some rocky moments. My entry into leadership on the student side, right? I went out for cabinet for a vice president position and got absolutely slaughtered, quite honestly, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed, and was able to pivot it to a director role and really kind of showed the commitment on that director role, did well, put my head down and did the work that needed to get done. And was able to leverage that to become a co-chair. And I think for me that's a big aspect of showing that commitment, showing you might get smacked down a couple of times, but if you keep coming back, the sky's the limit within this program.
I think there's a lot of room to safely fail too. I think that we provide a lot of opportunities for new ideas and support those as long as the person's willing to, like you mentioned, put the work in, follow through, and bounce back, be resilient if it doesn't go how they go, and then move on to the next thing. So I completely agree with that. So the last question for you, Greg, is what is your vision for the future of the Schey Sales Center?
It's very, very, very bright, to be honest with you. I think I've had the privilege and the honor to see a couple different iterations of the Schey over my time. When I joined, the executive director was Ken Hartung, who'd been our executive director for a little over 10 years at that point. And I've been able to see the transitions to what Dr. Rapp's been able to really accomplish within his tenure of the program. And for myself, being able to see some of that impact as well has been it's been really rewarding. I think from a future perspective, we've never been in a better spot. I think in every respect, the awareness we have on campus, the students that we're attracting, not just to recruit and join our program, but in general to come to OU because of our program. That's something that every single recruitment cycle we hear more and more of that, where students are saying, hey, you were the difference, right, between me going to Ohio University and going somewhere else. I think that's really exciting, to see that level of commitment from the students is amazing. So, I think we're in a really good spot to be successful. I'm excited for the journey.
Yeah, me as well. Thanks so much for being on.
Thanks so much, Cole.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
That is episode 2 Schey Insider with Greg Scott.